video. You're watching this video because you want to learn how to make money in the market, correct? So this is why you need to subscribe to my Telegram channel as well as to my YouTube channel so that you can get basically all that information, valuable information as well as signals, right? In order for you to be always in a position to know what to do in trading. Moving forward, okay, so another week starting from 9th of March, okay, and again, I'm giving a calendar with the coming events, okay, for the whole week so that you always know what to expect, okay, US oil inventories, let's say existing home sales, non-farm unemployment, okay, and stuff like that. So you can see the most important reports that create a lot of volatility, a lot of movements in currencies, a lot of movements, let's say, in stock market, a lot of movements, let's say, in commodities market. So by just simply knowing what to expect, you can take advantage of that. And either you can just simply protect your capital from losing from unexpected movement, or you can take advantage of that report because that reports create huge, let's say, movements from time to time. And if you see that the movement happen, you just simply can go there and just basically either buy or sell following the movement after, right? After the report, because that's what majority of people do. They just follow the trend. Now, that's the beginning of the day, like I said, and beginning of the week. And that's how the prices were starting. You see, gold was at 5,100. Oil, if we look at oil at that point of time, was at $101 for the crude oil. Okay, so that means that Brent oil was even higher. It was probably at 107, 110. By then, all right, because there's a small difference between them. But then we go next, okay, was another signal for the AUD USD to sell now. You see, that was a strong resistance line, okay, and that's why the recommendation, the price was coming here, rebouncing down, okay, coming here, rebouncing down, coming here, rebouncing down, like 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 4 times the price was coming there and rebouncing down. So that was the recommendation to go because that's a strong, very strong resistance line over there. So this is one of the reasons with the take profit and stop loss to make your trade to run on auto. So subscribe to my Telegram channel so you're going to get access to these signals as well. Okay, so you don't miss on that. Now, the Trump administration plans to exempt big tech companies, including Amazon, Google, and Microsoft from upcoming tariffs on microchips. Anyway, so basically Donald Trump is helping his technology companies, okay, and what that could be as an opportunity. So if he's exempting them from taxes, it means that they have a lot of money to save from their taxes, okay? So if they have more money to save, it means that they have more money to spend on development. So this is also good, okay? So this also should be considered as an opportunity to possibly even buy them, okay? If you are looking for this type of signals for you to get into a trade. So this is one of those signals, okay, that you may want to spot first, okay, in order for you to take advantage of that, let's say, movement later. And especially in the market, they say, you know, there's a saying in the market. In the market, they say, buy on rumors and sell on news. So when they just rumors that it's going to be there, it's discussed, okay, that's where you need to actually go and buy. And when you see that they already announced it, okay, they will already, let's say, done it, or we're already doing it, okay, that's where basically the, it's time to sell, let's say, because the price already adapted to it and already priced in and is there. Now, the number of Americans expecting U.S. stocks to rise is sharply increasing. Okay, so this is the time when Americans were increasing that the stock price is going to go higher, right? Then we go now, check now oil and price. Okay, so if we look, okay, that's another video that I was posting regarding the oil prices reaction on war in Iran. Okay, you can check that later, 10th of March. Okay, again, what are the prices on the 10th of March, as well as some signals on USD, JPY, sell now. Okay, Euro Australian dollar, buy now. Okay, Euro CHF, buy now. Okay, then you can see on the 9th day of operation, epic mistake. That's what they started calling it. Okay, oil prices have already doubled and the cost of all goods is rising rapidly. Iranian Foreign Minister Agachi, okay? So we know the US is planning strikes on our oil and nuclear facilities in hopes of containing a massive inflationary shock. Iran is completely ready, and we also have plenty of surprises. They have no intention to surrender at all. That's what basically we're talking about 10th of March. And look at the price of crude oil. It gone up by 57%. Brent oil gone up by 49%. Natural gas gone up by 6%. Gasoline by 49%. Heating oil by 63%. You see gas by 91%, okay? And UK gas by 109%. That's how much the prices increased in 9 days alone. 9 days alone because of that conflict, you see? And the recommendation that I was giving to my subscribers, to those that are subscribed to my channel, to those that are subscribed to my YouTube and my Telegram, they get this recommendation. So oil remains the strongest play. So long, bullish on Brent and WTI's futures, with Iran openly signaling escalation and no retreats. Supply disruption risk are now priced in, but further spikes are likely. And that's exactly what happened. So if you would be trading it on that day, right, you could possibly make a lot of money on that. But let's move forward, okay? It's been already like, what, 1 hour of our session, and it's just 10 of the month. Now, index provider, China stocks win most from back. Okay, well, look, this is about Chinese stocks. Okay, some analytical data, check that later. If you're interested, the global financial elite is harder betting on gold. So the wealthiest families hold about 0.9 of their portions in this asset, okay? And then we go to see my other video on how Bitcoin was dropping down back then. And again, another quick market overview. And then the end of the day on the 10th of March, the thought of the day. The best time, listen to this, the best time to get your finances in order is today, okay? Even a simple list of income and expenses already gives you control of a peace of mind. What do you think about it? Would you agree with that thought of the day? Is that what you do every day? Do you have your, let's say, your plan for your expense and your income? Just write down in comments. I'm really interested to learn about that, right? Are you able, let's say, to control that? Because that's very important in trading as well. So let me know in comments, okay? Let's move forward. Okay, so some more signals for the day. USD CHF buy now, Euro Canadian dollar buy now, okay? And then Michael Burry, the market is structurally becoming more fragile. Okay, prone to synchronized falls and contagion between assets. So the next crash will likely be even more brutal and prolonged than the previous ones. So in simple, he's just warning that the possible financial crisis is coming, and this one could be the worst one, right? If we compare with the previous ones we had in the past, okay? So keep in mind on that as well, that financial crisis is imminent. I'm a strong believer on that anyway. And by the way, I'm waiting for it to happen, because when that financial crisis will happen, I'm expecting that a lot of things will go down in value, okay? But as they usually happen, then they rise in value later. So all the financial crises, everything is temporarily. And I'm also saving, let's say, a bunch of capital for that specific opportunity, okay? So if you just follow my news, right, follow me on Telegram and on YouTube, and by the time I feel that the time is coming, okay, I will tell you as well. So know that, because they say, you know, like Rothschild family member used to say that you have to buy when there's a blood in the street. Okay, by the blood in the street, you can understand literally the blood in the street. Like, for example, now the war is started. When the war is going, there's a lot of blood in the street, and a lot of companies close or close down, and a lot of basically prices of a lot of assets go down in value. You probably understand that. Okay, but also you can understand that a lot of blood in the street, like we could see the US stock market, okay, when it's all red, okay, so the price is going down. That's also like a blood in the street, so you can also understand it that way. So when there's a lot of, let's say, companies or a lot of assets that drop down in value because of a financial crisis, because of a very low demand for buying something, because people are very uncertain at the time of the crashes, okay, they don't know what's going to happen, that's why they don't buy. Okay, that's why they sell. That's why the price has gone down. That's why the crash happens. okay, because people don't have a confidence, okay? They don't have confidence in what's going to happen. If I do this now, will I lose money or not? That's basically why they start selling. That's why the prices go down so much in the market crashes. And that's why the prices skyrocket later, okay? Because people go and start buying it again, okay? When the price is that low and when they see there's more confidence, okay? So let's just move forward, okay? Moving forward, okay, we're just gonna go there. Copper prices surge, okay, masking a crisis in Chilean mining, right? So you see, when you understand that's the country, the biggest country by mining copper, when they have a problem, you automatically trigger that this demand will be impacted on copper, and you may go and buy it, okay? Because the demand there will be higher. Now, the most appreciated and depreciated currencies against the dollar in 2025. You can also see, by the way, currencies that have gone up a lot and the currencies that have gone down a lot versus US dollar. Again, whatever goes up a lot has to go down. Whatever goes down a lot has to go up eventually, right? So knowing what gone up or gone down will give you an opportunity to try to catch that, let's say, currencies on retracement, right? So let's just stick to next one. A thought of the day. Don't try to look rich, okay? So don't try to look rich. Try to become rich, right? To understand the difference, right? Trying to become rich. A lot of people like this trading gurus that you can see a lot on YouTube, okay? They're showing off their posh life, their expensive cars, yachts, and chicks around them, very hot chicks, I must admit. Okay, so they try to become, they basically show that they're rich, right? Because they are actually not what they pretend to be, right? So modesty in spending today often turns into real freedom tomorrow. All right. So they show like they spend all the money they make, and they make like pretending they make a lot of money. Okay. But if you ask them tomorrow, they probably won't find money for a coffee, right? At Starbucks. Anyway, moving forward. Okay. 12th of March. Okay. The prices for the day on that day, obviously how the day was starting, right? At 7 o'clock in the morning. That's what I'm starting to post, give or take, just so you start from the day, from the morning. Wall Street Journal on markets during wartime. Okay, so this is very interesting. Also, analytical review of Wall Street Journal. Okay, if the war in Middle East drags on and oil prices rise significantly, panic will set in. Then the demand for safety will almost certainly outweigh inflation concerns and lead to a decline in treasury bond yields. So history suggests that at some point, investors should buy the dip. Legendary banker Nathan Rothschild probably never said buy when there is a blood in the streets. By the way, that's something that I just told you like 2 minutes ago. Okay, there is a blood in the streets, but it accurately captures the idea that investors often panic during the war. So the problem in fighting out, the problem is figuring out when that moment arrives. You need to watch the first signs of the market chaos. If you buy too early, will you sell again at losses amount and miss the rebound? When the market truly is in the red, will you have the courage to buy? You understand? So the trading insight here, like a trading recommendation. So the key is just the patience. It's your patience and positioning, but not timing. Okay. So, and not timing and basically not to look at the exact bottom. Okay. So watch the capitulation signals, right? Extreme fear readings on the VIX, let's say, index spikes ratio and stuff. So like I said, if you wish to learn, let's say, how to take advantage of different signals that I'm providing on my Telegram channel, just go there and write me a direct message. You can do that, right? I allow my clients, my Telegram users, okay, my subscribers to talk to me directly. So never in history has the concentration of the top 10 stocks in the S&P reached at such level. So you see the biggest companies like Amazon, Google, Facebook, okay, just 10 of them, they have the biggest value in the whole 500, let's say, companies index. Okay, so that means that whenever just that 10 companies move up and down, the whole index of 500 companies going up and down. Keep that in mind. Now, some more signals for the day. Euro AUD buy now, GBP JPY sell now. Okay, AUD JPY sell now. Okay, it's Swiss franc versus Japanese yen sell now. So if you wish to trade signals, I have signals on my Telegram channel, very good ones, okay, very reliable ones, very accurate ones. So go and take advantage of them by subscribing to my Telegram and taking advantage of that signals. Now, then we go to geopolitical turbulence and the dollar. The US dollar index, okay, the XY, is strengthening confidently amid global geopolitical tensions. So the US is once again attracting international capital, acting as traditional safe haven for investments due to rising energy costs, forecasts for a slowdown in the Federal Reserve's Fed interest rate cuts, and are intensifying. So that's why the the US dollar keeps going up, okay, just so that you know why it's getting stronger. Now, experts remind that BTC remains one of the most asymmetric bets relative to stock and gold markets. So that's, again, for those of you that trade cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, there's some analytical information on my Telegram channel. Check on that. Okay, here as well, historic Bitcoin crashes. You can see that crashes, okay, back in the days, and how low Bitcoin was crashing, all right, every single time, 84%, 87, 77, all right, and stuff like that. Now, some more, how strong US dollar is losing in its value significantly, okay? This is, again, about the US dollar. At the time I was posting this in March, it was losing in value, but now by the end of March, it started to gain in value, okay? So that's how it's shifting, basically, okay? Should the situation change in the world. Now, moving forward, USD CHF, okay, you can see the signal that was giving on the 11th of the month, okay, we're talking now 12, so basically yesterday's signal, USD CHF running 52 pips in profit. That's exactly what I was telling you before, right? I'm not just providing a signal on what is going to go up or what is going to go down, but later I provide the outcome of that, the result, so that you always know, okay, how the signal played out, okay? So if you've been trading that signal, and if you subscribe to my Telegram, let's say, and then you basically follow my signals and trade in the same way, 52 pips could make a lot of money for you, because in the market you make by pip value, and your pip value could be either, I don't know, like 10 cents, it could be $1, it could be $1,000. So imagine your pip value is $1,000 and the market made 52 pips, you made $52,000, okay, in profit. That's what the pip value is, okay, and what the pip represents, okay, depending on the capital you invest in the market, in your trade, your pip value gives you a specific amount, right? But again, if you wish to learn about that more detail, I'm offering one-to-one mentorship, so you can actually ask me for that. I can help you to figure that out. Now, again, AUD JPY is the signal from today, by the way. Okay, the previous one that I was giving here, AUD JPY, you see sell now at 113. And if you look down there, okay, same day, it's already AUD JPY. Give me a moment. Here we go. 50 pips as well. Okay, 50 pips drop down within what? Within like a couple of hours. Okay, so a Euro US dollar, Euro AUD, 55 pips again. The signal for giving today. Okay, also lock some profits. That's the recommendation. You can basically, once you made that profits, okay, that's where you open your trade, you see, and then the trade gone up here, you can take your stop loss and you can bring it over here. So even if the price drops down, you still made money, okay? So you cannot lose money now. But if the price continue going higher to this take profit, you can still basically make even more money, okay? But you can protect yourself from not having any loss at all and still have some money to be made. You understand? So this is a way for you to trade once you know how to move your stop loss, take profit, okay, once they get into a profitable area. But if you don't know how to do that, let me know, okay, or write it down in comments, and I may even give you a free one-to-one session, okay, and help you to figure that out, okay, because it's very important. Now, 12th of March and the thought of the day, money loves not risk, but calculation. Okay, clear goals, a cool head, and long horizon always bring money more than excitement and haste. All right. So would you agree with that yourself? Okay. With that thought of the day? If yes, please put that down in comment. If no, please put that down in comment as well. Okay. I'm really, really interested to see your thoughts on that. Okay. Very, very interesting. Now we go 13th of March. Okay. So we're just like approaching just the middle of March. Imagine. All right. And it's been already like a 1 hour and 15 minute session. Right. So it's a very long one. Now, dollars decline halted. So that means that the dollar started to go up. Let me just speed up a bit on this because, yeah, it's a lot of information for the whole month that we have to observe within just one session, you see. Now, some more outcome of signal: British pounds, Japanese yen, 49 pips and points. Now, some more signals to give, right? AUD, CHF, okay, sell now, British pound, CHF, all right, sell now, GBP and ZD, sell now, and stuff like that. So experts note that the US stock market is currently extremely divergent, right? Many stocks are hitting new highs while many others are hitting new lows. Very much of uncertainty over there, let's say, okay? So again, US stocks market loses, all right? So yesterday, the US stock market reduced its market capitalization by approximately $1 trillion. So the conflict in Iran was just right in the middle, okay, of the month. And that's again where you can see the blood in the street, something that we mentioned previously. Okay, the blood in the street when you see the whole market. Imagine 500 companies all in red. Okay, all in red. Right? You can find you cannot find even one being in green, right? Or all in red. So just check that later. $1 trillion wiped out within a day. Foreign investors currently hold a record volume of the U.S. financial assets. So imagine $64 trillion in U.S. financial assets held by investors from other countries. So if they're going to start selling, okay, financial assets of the U.S. Of the United States, that's where the United States is going to get into a big trouble. Okay. Now, China dumped $638 billion in U.S. Treasury holdings. That's exactly what I just said, right? So they hold so much, 64 trillion. China started to selling it, right? $307 billion, right? That's how much Chinese, right, selling of the US debt. They don't want to use that anymore. They're selling it, but they're buying gold. You see, treasuries to gold. So they just simply shifting it. They're selling dollars and they're buying gold. And look at the correlation, right? This is how the gold price skyrocketed. So they've been selling it since 2005, they started to sell US dollars, US debt, okay, and buying gold starting from 2025, right, 2015, sorry, right, heavily starting buying gold. And let's say it was from 2020, okay, it was like what, like a rocket to the moon. Let's move forward, okay? GBP CHF, the outcome of the signal, okay, that was given on the 13th, 20 pips in profit, lock some profit, okay, and move it to break even, right? Some more metals price forecast for 2026. So you could see here my forecast for metals. So you could take advantage of some metals, buying some gold, silver, buying some, let's say, copper, buying some aluminum and stuff, okay? Don't complicate. This is the thought of the day. Do not complicate. By simplifying your finances, you strengthen them. A simple plan, clear goals, and discipline yield more results than complex schemes without a system. Now, again, do you agree with that or you don't agree with that? Now, if you agree with that, write down in the comments below, okay? Say, I agree with that, okay? I also do that myself. I don't overcomplicate. And that's exactly how I deliver, by the way, my knowledge, my insider knowledge to my clients in a very simple language, okay? That's basically how I run my one-to-one mentorship sessions, right? I call that Mickey Mouse language, and I deliver that to my clients in a very simple language. I'm delivering the finances and sort of like a complex trading environment, as well as I deliver your own trading plan. So if you need to have your own trading plan based on your own needs, based on your own, let's say, capabilities, your finances, your time, let's say, availability and stuff. So if you want to get a clear trading plan that will build specifically on you, like your unique trading plans on your unique circumstances, okay, subscribe on my Telegram, all right, and on my YouTube channel, and you can apply for a free one-to-one free mentorship session. Okay, we're going to meet face-to-face, and I'm going to help you to understand, okay, if trading is first of all the right thing for you. And of course, I will help you to build the right trading plan that you will know what exactly you need, should you need to go and open your trading account, and should you want to turn trading into your primary or secondary source of income. And I will deliver and develop for you, together with you, your unique trading plan. Okay, so you basically gonna know exactly what you need to do in order for you to make 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever the amount of your goal you have in your mind that you want to be making every month. Okay, I will provide you with that trading plan, and you will know exactly what it needs from you to achieve that according to your risk level. Okay, your own risk level. Okay, so this trading plan is very unique because it will be based on your specific circumstances, like I said. So subscribe to me and request for a free one-to-one Zoom session now and get one. So you, like I said, you're going to meet with me face to face, and we're going to take it from there. Right? Well, looking forward to